Charlie Munger, a well-known billionaire investor and vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, believes that the first $100 are the hardest to save. He is not the only one who thinks so, although many people who have increased their fortune believe in it, and the same is often said about reaching the first million. The first step in any serious financial journey is to get that first six-figure net worth so you can start investing, trading, or acquiring assets seriously. Once you reach $100,000, the next 100 tends to come much faster. Then, when you reach the $1 million, the second one will be right around the corner. But this upsets many who notice that their own capital is growing much slower. In this video, we will tell you why it is the subsequent earnings that become easier. Our channel helps people to learn personal finance and investments. If you are interested in improving your financial future and want to become rich a few years earlier, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the like button if this video turns out to be useful for you. The first $100,000 is the most difficult, since most people only get income from work to use it to increase their capital base. Thus, the employee converts his earned income into a savings or investment account. Your first $100,000 is often a six-figure sum of time, labor, and energy that you sold to your boss, and it's not an easy path. Usually, your first $100,000 is also deducted from the tax dollars you set aside if it's not in a pension fund. So, depending on your tax bracket, your salary is reduced because of the tax dollars you are trying to use after the government takes its share. This slows down the process. Also, if you are young and inexperienced, you may not know the best strategies for investing your money early to help it grow. Usually, when people start their lives, they have a lower income at the beginning of their career, so a higher percentage goes to the accounts than those who receive a higher income later in life. In addition, starting a family is very expensive, so it is not easy for a young person to quickly save $100,000 earlier. Often the first $100,000 comes from a combination of thrift and long-term discipline, and neither is easy. One obstacle that many face is actually the process of starting investing. Investing may seem like a low priority, and it is constantly being pushed into the background. Before you know it, you're racking your brain wondering how you're going to retire. How many people do you know who would start investing? They usually say that they will invest when they start making more money. Saying so is like saying that you will be throwing firewood on the fire as soon as it starts producing heat. Risk is also a common excuse. In all things in life, the first step is the most difficult, because when the finish line seems so far away, it's easy to push it for some time in the future. Reaching the first $100,000 requires you to work hard, which means that most of your money has to be spent. As soon as your portfolio reaches a significant amount, interest begins to work wonders. Even if the percentage income does not necessarily increase, the dollar income becomes much larger. For example, if an investment of $5,000 brings 10%, the profit for 1 year will be only $500, and this is barely noticeable. $500 can be easily earned just by working a few extra hours from time to time. If you think about it this way, the income may seem insignificant. But when an investment of $100,000 brings 10% profit, it's $10,000, and it's a great start to replace your salary. Once the portfolio has reached $1 million, the 10% annual income will be $100,000. That's a lot of money, much more than many people earn from their work. And seeing this huge growth, people say that when their portfolio is worth $100,000, they will really be able to see the progress of their investments. Your briefcase is like a snow globe. The rate at which it grows accelerates as it grows to a large amount. Progress is extremely satisfying, and this excitement can speed up the process. In other words, you will start looking for ways to increase your portfolio faster, because the reward is substantial. You can look for ways to increase your income so that you can contribute more to these investments. You can also look for ways to get higher profits so that growth accelerates. Having spent $100 on something not useless, after a couple of hours realizing the useless waste, you will think twice next time, because the same $100 will bring more and more each time. Think carefully about your purchases, because when you realize how much this $100 will grow and constantly reward you if they are invested, it will be harder for you to part with money. For example, if you spend $100 on eating out, then the money will go away forever. But if you invested this money, they could reward you with $10 the first year, $11 the next, then $12, and so on indefinitely. Of course, $100 is a small amount of money, but the habit of saving money in different categories on a regular basis will begin to appear, which will develop as you become richer. You have more opportunities, and it will become more and more obvious. Perhaps you have always wanted to start a business, and you have never had the capital or money to return to a new business that can bring you millions of dollars. But if you can't get started, it's a missed opportunity. Perhaps an amazing opportunity will present itself in real estate. You will have a chance to buy a house much lower than the market value, but it will be a big risk. When you have accumulated money, it can be a risk worth taking, although it is not always ideal to cash out your investments. Those who have only a small amount of savings are much more limited in what they can do, not to mention a lot of possibilities. When you have more money, you have more opportunities to take risks in investments. If you see potential in stocks, it's easy to be more speculative, because you have extra money and it won't ruin you financially if these investments don't pay off. Unless you budget and manage your money and expenses in a way that you can pay yourself first to save in a special account, you will never reach $100,000. The first step is consistent, disciplined, and purposeful savings week after week. This is only possible when managing personal finances. The higher your income, the faster you will achieve your goals. It's twice as fast to get to a six-figure bill if you can save $10,000 a year, compared to if you can save $5,000 a year. Maximize your income opportunities. If you are still working on $100,000 income, there are several ways to speed up the process. Since most of these funds will be money that you personally contributed, you need to focus on increasing the amount. Regular savings will be the best way to speed up the process. In order to constantly save more money, you need to increase your income. This can be done either with another job on weekends or a couple of evenings a week. When your extra money is accumulated and ready to invest, consider starting a side business that will bring in additional income. Be careful spending on unnecessary things. Do you really want to spend $100 on dinner, or would you prefer to leave it for special occasions and save? Instead, remember that viewing pennies like this is only temporary until you reach your goal. Then, you will relax a bit. Stay away from large payments for cars that are simply not needed, as these costs are common reasons why people never reach their financial goals, let alone $1 million. Once you are familiar with the process of saving and investing, it will be easier for you to just keep doing what you are doing. By the time you receive a significant amount of money, you will get used to finding ways to earn extra money and put it into savings. You will also get used to more deliberate purchases and will really understand whether they are necessary or not, or it would be more profitable to invest them in savings. In addition, it will be convenient for you to take risks in the process of investing through various market cycles. You can even learn how to take full advantage of them. Once you reach the $100,000 mark, you can drop the gas a little. Charlie Munger said, "The first $100,000 is hard, but you have to do it. I don't care how you should do, even if it means going everywhere and not eating anything that wasn't bought with a coupon. Find a way to get your hands on $100,000. Personally, go and earn next time you are stressed due to the difficulty of increasing your own capital. Know that over time it becomes easier, more enjoyable, and more useful." Now is a great time for personal reflection. Think about your goal or create a new one inspired by the advice of Charlie Munger. Kindly let us know your opinion in the comments section below. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to our channel to see more such videos. If you like this video, watch the following video.